How you doing, guys? We're going to jump straight into this one. We have the trades for the three teams there. I'm going to start with the People squad. Sorry for the background noise. Someone's doing some work outside. But here we are with the Lenovo advantage. The People squad there. And what we've got is a couple of trades. We decided to move on Daine Laurie, which is completely fair. And also Thomas Flegler, two guys we were thinking of getting rid of in the next few weeks. So this was the week to decide to do it. And the players we brought in were Sam Verrills and actually Shaun Johnson. So that actually leaves us a fair bit of cash in the bank too with 90k and now 15 trades. So we're pretty high on the trades count, which is great. But we bring in Shaun Johnson, who is a keeper, which is really cool. We now have some really strong cover in the half position rather than having Gamble, as that having to gamble on him being the half cover there. Really strong down below. Heinz, Teddy, Trbojevic, Peachy Averillo, Moses Cleary, Pangai and holding Fifita was great. Papali'i, Watson, Harris, Brayley as our starters. And then we got Johnson, Walsh, Crichton. And then we're going to play the loop here with Gamble playing tonight. So we're going to have him in the number 5 jersey and have Olam in the number 4. And if Gamble doesn't play very well, we'll play Olam. If Gamble plays great and gets someone near 40 plus, then we'll leave him there and bring in a Spencer or a Schuster into the 4 jersey. So I think this makes for pretty good trades this week, and I'm really happy with how the team's set up, sitting at 1,399 overall. So let me know what you guys think of that, and if they're bad trades or what, let me know before lockout tonight. But me personally, I think they're actually pretty solid, and we're sitting with a bunch of extra trades, so doing a trade like that is completely fine, I think. So that's that there. We'll move on to the alternates there, and we decided to only make the one trade, and that was just moving on Daine Laurie for Reece Walsh. And I do want Tohu Harris in this squad, but the question is going to be how do I get him in? Do I make a couple extra trades? Do I go for a bit of a downgrade option to bring in like a Simonson or a Tomoko or a Verrills or a Suwali or something like that? And trade up to a Twal? Do I do a Watson and a Twal down? I've been telling everyone not to do that with Watson, but that's half an option as well. I don't really think there's too many other guys that I should be downgrading to get a Tohu, but maybe I could do that there and bring in Tohu and downgrade a Watson that way. The other option is just to wait a week or two, but team's pretty solid. Like if you look at that interchange, you got McCulloch, Averillo, CHN, Fifita. The starting side's pretty strong. Hughes is captain there. I could go him. I could go. Who else could you really go? We could captain Averillo. We could captain Fifita. He's also an option. We got Fifita against the Manly boys, which will be solid. He'll be up against on the right side. On the left side, he'll be up against Olakau'atu. So probably do pretty well there. Get back to 80 minutes. Hughes also gets to play against the Tigers, so they won't be too crash hot. I think he'll have a pretty big game there too. So two pretty good options for the alternates. So that's probably the only other thing I'm thinking of is getting in Tohu, and then I'll have to get in a Cleary eventually, but we'll have to wait a bit on that one. So that's that team. 15 trades to go after that one, and 97k in the bank. Moving on to my team, and I've decided to currently make no trades, and that does leave me playing Laurie to go along with all these nice low scores on the bench. Madison, Leilua, Bird. I'm just holding everyone there. I got Walsh back in the team, which is good, who didn't play last week. Tohu Harris, Papali'i there. Cleary back as captain, which is good. We just need a bit of a jump up in scores from a bunch of our guys this week, which would be ideal. My thoughts around this is I couldn't trade Dewey directly to someone. That was kind of my worry. I have 56k in the bank, and what that allows me to do is get someone around that 630 odd. So here downwards, I couldn't get Nikorima. McCulloch's an option, but I'm looking for someone that plays 17, and Johnson's an option there. But I do have some decent halves at the moment in Cleary and Fogs, and it would have been nice if I could go straight to Averillo, but he's about 670 now. So in terms of if I was to upgrade the Dewey and downgrade a Laurie to let's say I went to Simonson, I could pick up anyone up to around 700 odd thousand, but there's no one really here that I'm super keen on. I'd love Hughes, but anyone in this section here, I'm not super keen on, as none of them play 17 apart from Thompson. So Averillo would be my target there, and then he would be used as a strong half cover. And if I ever needed or wanted to get rid of Opacek, for example, I could, because I'd have Bird, Manu, and Averillo there. That would be the upgrade option for Dewey. And then the downgrade option would be Simonson, for example. And I know I've spoken about not possibly bringing him in, but the more I think about it, the more I think he gets the opportunity. And then, for a team like myself who's 1,100, taking a little bit of a risk could be smarter. It obviously didn't pay off with guys like Madison and Leilua at the moment, but maybe Simonson's the one that is going to play pretty well. He's going to have a good game this week. They play up against the Dragons, so you'd imagine Simonson does well. But at 350k, I could bring in an Averillo in that team for Laurie, play him instead in the interchange, and then upgrade and get Averillo. So that's something I'm contemplating, but I'll have to make that decision fairly quickly. So at the moment, that's the three teams. That's the trades at the moment, all sitting with 15 trades after this round. So we'll see where it ends up, but that's kind of the thoughts at the moment. I hope you like this, guys. Please like, subscribe if you did, and let me know what kind of trades you'd be making. But yeah, at the moment, that's where we're at. Hope you have a good one, guys. See you later.